This week, a bill passed through the Iowa House that would make it easier for childcare workers to make sure their own children are taken care of. Local 5's Brandon Wynn has a breakdown.
House File Bill 2514 would allow child care workers who work 32 hours a week to receive assistance for their own child care. This is something that supporters from both sides of the aisle say needed to move forward. With bipartisan support from both chambers, the bill now travels to Governor Reynolds' desk to potentially be put into law. Having existed as a pilot program prior and having received broad support, this bill would make the program a mainstay for Iowan daycare workers, something Rachel Carano with Yellow Brick Road says is much needed.
And the balance of, trying to work full-time and having kids and affording daycare, and I've seen a significant impact over time of what it has provided, and I'm really excited to see about what it will bring for the future.
Carano is the director of the West Des Moines Daycare, and she says this bill is a huge help with staff retention.
Retention is part of a big process of being able to provide that stability for incoming people who may not be able to afford the average daycare costs with rising costs of groceries and things like that.
When the Senate passed the measure unanimously earlier this week, members of both parties gave their support. But the biggest reason this bill was so popular, Carano says, is because of the kids.
For them, stability and structure is key to a routine day in their world, and sometimes just that little disruption of having somebody that has been their favorite teacher who may no longer be able to be there because something as simple as not being able to afford childcare. Like, this means just offering that stability.
Carano also shared that she hopes this is just the beginning of increased support to early child care providers. She hopes the state will continue enabling them to succeed as educators and not just babysitters.